so look at this supple skin. Watch me break out after this. But you guys have known that I've been struggling with acne for like, how old am I? Like 10, 12 years or whatever. Well, you guys don't know that I've been struggling with acne, but you know that I have it. And I've been doing a lot of healing and giving myself time to, one, like rest and recover in the, like, I go to the gym now sense, and also in the emotional sense. I think that I underestimated how much I would need to sort of like reevaluate my mental state, because I was like, oh, everything is great now. I am moved out of my parents' home. Not to say they were the problem, but yeah, and so I was like, okay, so I feel so much better. My mental health is better, blah, blah, blah. But, I think it happens to a lot of people where they move out and then they're like, holy shit, this is great. And then like a month later, they're like, oh my god, I'm having a mental breakdown. But anyway, I'm healing, and some days are harder than others, and that's okay. If you're also in a similar, like, I think a lot of people post-COVID are in very similar situations, I think that, you know, you have to just take it one step at a time. Yeah. So I am prepping for like a different video right now, but I wanted to do like a sort of, you know, getting ready type thing, or my updated routine. So for skincare, I like literally I just woke up. I'm just having coffee, and yeah, usually I just rinse off my face or use a toner, and then it's like, okay, what's next? Here are the two products I use, like, seriously, every single day. I use the Ordinary Multi-Peptide Serum for hair density on my hair. That's like my hair care. I use this, and I also don't use like I don't use the regular shampoo and conditioners. I use like the 7 free ones, because if you remember, after my car accident last year, my hair started falling out, so I'm doing a lot to do that. I just like, that was this year. Oh my god, that was actually this year. Usually first step, I'll have like wet my face or dampened it somehow, you know, with toner or something. Then I go in with some hyaluronic acid, and I just like, well, I could put it in my hand like this. I think it's interesting that we always ask people with like good skin what their secret is. What's your skincare routine? And I honestly find that people with good skin have like super basic skincare routines, and that is not that helpful for people who have like hormonal issues and whatever. like who get hormonal acne. It's like, okay, that's literally useless, but thank you. But people don't understand that things like acne and skin health and stuff like that, it's like, it's sort of healthcare, because your skin is manifesting other problems. So next I do sunscreen. I either use this sunscreen or another random one that I got from a Korean beauty store that I don't have in front of me because it's in my gym bag. I'm sort of like at the end of this one, so I'm like scraping out whatever is left. I kind of wish, like, products that I use every day, like I could just buy it in bulk. I don't think that I can buy this in bulk. My face is really puffy today, that's fine. Sorry. And I almost always mix it with a serum, and I use like a kind of a lot. And this is the Lancome Hydra Zen Anti-Stress Glow Liquid Moisturizer. I don't know. Maybe, is this not a serum? Oh, I guess not. So I put some anti-stress moisturizer. And I've been using all these things for like about a year now. And I do think they have helped. Especially because I'm not changing. I used to change like products very often. Now it's really the same products, and it's very simple every single day. And I always moisturize throughout the day. So I have like a spray moisturizer that I use when I feel dry. Lately I find my body has been changing. So after COVID, right, I was sick for like 2 months, really, and I feel like my body acts differently. I just massage my jaw because, you know, my very fun problems. I feel like that's kind of creepy. I just massage my jaw, and I do this because it feels good. Simply because it feels good. Okay, and that's really all I do for skincare. Hyaluronic acid, hydrazine, and this broad spectrum oil-free facial moisturizer, antioxidants, pro vitamin B5. I don't know. I also take vitamins. What does this have? All of these things do not say what is in it at all. So yeah, SPF, hyaluronic acid. Yep. And I think the thing that has helped me the most is I take vitamins now to but level my hormones. I'm gonna do I know that the majority of my audience are dudes, so I don't know how much you guys would enjoy this, but we don't really talk about healthcare for like the female body enough. I mean, to be honest, we don't talk about like day to day. Like, there are certain things in healthcare that we talk about really often. And I think those are just things that are marketable versus like very simple everyday things or very important things that people don't talk about. Like the fact that you might be grinding your teeth recommended for what every single person in God's year 20, I guess this was really popular, like all these things were really popular right before the pandemic, but I got these because I just wanted to make my life easier. So I did an order to Glossier, and I really like this shit. I didn't know if I would. But it really simplified my routine. And I like that it came in this little Ziploc bag, and that you had the option to not get it. Because I'm sure if you're buying their stuff like all the time, you know, you'd have like a lot of them. So I got all these things on sale. Otherwise, I think that this would be quite expensive because all of these products are like $20 each, which is why I usually just buy from ColourPop, but that's, you know. But yeah. So, it's really interesting because in like 2016, I don't know, maybe 2017 or so, like when Glossier was really kind of picking up, people were sort of like, oh, is it really even doing anything at all? And I had sort of the same experience when I tried this. So this is the Glossier Perfecting Skin Tint. And it's like a sheer skin tint. It's pretty, oh, it says to use your fingertips. I'm not a fingertips kind of girl. I don't know, so I have just been healing and taking care of myself, which, okay, if I'm gonna use my fingertips, I'm gonna go wash my hands. Hands clean. I clean my hands obviously before I touch my skin with my skincare, but I just feel weird if I just touch my skin like that. I don't know. So then it says shake it and smooth over moisturized skin with fingertips. I don't know. I'm becoming uncomfortable thinking about putting this on my skin like that, so I'm going to use a brush, because that's how I've always done it. When I never like read it before, because I don't tend to read directions for things like products like this. Oh, it says, I did see it said blend upwards. My new thing to fixate about my face are these little laugh lines that sometimes appear, especially when my skin is dry. And it's like, okay, am I supposed to just not laugh then? You know? Like, I don't want to not laugh. So, if I have little lines on my face from laughing, so be it. But they, like, come and go. I don't know. It's mostly like when I'm puffed up like this, you can see them. So I have this, oh, this is a good one, good jar. I have like the sides of my face and my cheeks are sort of different colors, so it just made it like the same color. This one I use my brush for. And this I've actually been getting a lot of sleep lately, so my under eye bags are not so bad. But I do have like this little thing for my glasses. I do. If you guys have a good under eye cream, let me know. Nothing with fragrance, because I think I'm allergic to certain eye creams with fragrance. I always have problems with that. Okay, and then a little bit here. I always, no matter what product I use, put it on my troubled areas last, and then wash my brush. I think I sort of just but I am definitely guilty of same brush syndrome or whatever, or one brush syndrome, where you just use the same brush for everything. Okay, looking good, looking fresh. That's sort of what I'm working on. My old routine was very matte, but I really love this product. The Huda Beauty Tandoor. Because a little goes a long way. And I use, again, my fingers for this one. And I just do a little bit. Just a little bit. And I'm using a different finger, by the way. And then, yep. That is definitely enough. And then I just blend. And that helped me out with all my jawline problems. Not me hitting my earring. That one you guys can see a little bit better. Because I'm looking in the viewfinder, I went in the complete wrong direction. But that's fine. I will fix this before okay, yeah, so I literally just use a little bit. In order to do this properly, I have to stop looking at the viewfinder and do it by muscle memory, because otherwise I will do it completely wrong. And there it is. I look kind of like myself again. And I just do the excess over here on my nose. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Basically, once a year or so, I just buy my makeup for the next year, and this year I decided to go with Glossier. And honestly, it's kind of working out for me. this is the freaking Cloud Paint in Spark. Which is very, very bright. You can see on the brush, you can see on my hand. It like seriously looks like the container, like exactly like it. Which is honestly a little bit frightening. But it blends out really well. Leans into the microphone. I did not anticipate when I put up my tree that my cute little bears that I won at round 1 would be hogging the attention from me. How dare you? And then excess or whatever I put on my totally dry lips. I don't have my chapstick in front of me. But I just put the excess in the middle of my lip. Oh, that's way too red for my lips. Wow. When I put this on, like, just by itself, it is so red. Wow. It's like a proper red lip. Merry Christmas. That doesn't really suit my face. It's fine. I'll fix it before I leave. Okay, so hot tip. I think I've talked about this before. I never buy the full size of mascara because you have to throw away mascara like every 3 months or every 6 months or something like that. And I never use a full tube of mascara. And this one's actually about 6 months old now because I got it when I started working at my office. And this is the Kush. Oh wait, maybe I got this more recently. I think I got this for Colossal Con East. So it is the Kush mascara waterproof because I use eye drops sometimes. This is great for you guys. For me to like stare you down and look at that. Ugly mascara. Face activated. Yeah. It's very simple and easy, and if I need more coverage, like today, I don't really want too much coverage. I'm literally, after this, I'm like just going to work. Like usually, if I film before work, I just take off my makeup because it's way too much, especially to have for like 8 hours. But with this, I feel fine. And it's easy. I only used like 2 brushes, so it's easy for me to, wash my brushes every day and keep things clean. I use my fingers for a lot of it, and yeah, it has been working a little bit for me. This lip is so bright. It's just like my go-to quick and easy makeup, and yeah. So this is a reminder to take care of yourself, but it's like, oh, self-care this, self-care that, self-care this. And it's like taking a shower, cooking food for yourself, or like, oh, I'm gonna buy myself a sandwich, for example. That was me the other day. And my friend was like, those are basic human needs. Feeding yourself is a basic human need. So sometimes, like, not like all the time, you know, I'm not trying to like tell you to like binge food or like overspend or something like that, but like sometimes it is nice to get yourself a treat that you don't need. You know what I mean? Just something that you kind of just want. Did I get this on my sweater? No, I didn't. Sorry. Like that you kind of just want, like, I don't know, a dessert or something. A dessert, a cookie, a Christmas tree that cost $30 at Target on Black Friday. She's kind of a beauty. And I have some like anime charms and stuff like that on there. I don't know. It made me really happy. And it makes me happy to look at it. So, money well spent. Thank you. Oh! My last step. So, if you're like me, this time of year, like everywhere feels dry. So I moisturize my hands, moisturize my face, I moisturize my body, but I also use this multi-peptide serum for hair density on my hair. And you just like, I lean back because otherwise it gets on my face. And then like just go around. And it got on my face anyway. You might have noticed I don't put makeup on my forehead. And that is because if my forehead is not going to be seen, why the hell would I put makeup on it? That is the question. And I don't know. I think when you're used to your face looking a certain way and it changes. Also, I cut my hair while I was drunk like a couple months ago, and now I look like Lord Farquaad. But I'm a cute Lord Farquaad, I guess. I don't know. I'm just sort of like, I can't be too hard on myself because I can't anymore. I need to forgive myself for everything I did when I was just plainly surviving every day. That's really what it is. I need to, like, and maybe you do too. Maybe you need to forgive yourself for things that you were doing to just survive. I probably put a lot on, but I find that my hair is actually less greasy the second day. If I use this. Like, maybe you can hear how, take your vitamins. Take your vitamins. I actually can't stand the way my hair looks. I look like fucking Scaramouche from Genshin Impact. I might cut my hair right now. My face is so puffy. Good night, guys. Good night, guys. Good night, guys. Good night, guys. Good night,